Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Dun 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 dun. I don't remember the rest of this song. Heyo guys, we are back again, everyone. We are back for another Rent a Girlfriend Tuesdays, and well, I gotta say that this is another slow burn chapter. We still got some things to dissect here, and we might finally have an idea of where the confession is going, and I think Kazuya is finally going to say it. But I am getting ahead of myself again, so let's kick off the video off as usual by hitting those like and hype buttons. That would help me out so much, and also subscribing if you guys want more anime content. I just dropped a new video covering the internet, or I guess I mean maybe just Twitter and X's obsession with IMDb scores on weekly anime releases, and I just think it's a very interesting topic, so yeah, go check it out. Sorry for the shameless plug right there, you know, I just gotta promote the channel, but let's go on to the chapter. So, the chapter starts off very steamy with Ruka in the bath. She is so deep in thought, reviewing what just happened during her discussion with Umi and not looking too happy about it. And then as we flip that page, whoo, we got ourselves an awesome cheerleading Ruka cover page. I love this, this looks awesome. She looks super cute here, and Kazuya has been working out, so yeah, he could be Japan's next running back. We are definitely going to need this chapter cover page colored ASAP, guys. Who down there in the comments got me? But continuing on, we see that she is still super upset with herself for reaching out to Umi in the first place, but also just oversharing more than she would like during their discussion. Even if she assumes that he practically knew about them after seeing them linking arms, which I disagree with, it could have just been a crush versus him finding out that they had a whole trial of the relationship. So no, I am arguing that no, he practically did not know about them, but also Ruka is so caught up with what Umi said about her that she had her reasons for meeting up with him. And here, I really disagree with this line of thinking here. She gets delusional thinking that Umi is trying to help her out with Kazuya, that they can still work things out together, and teaming up with him could work out, and whoa, we got some feet action right here. Hold up, let me just censor this. You don't get that for free. But got a little distracted there. But yeah, you know, teaming up could be a good idea, at least for her. She could get what she wants. She wants Kazuya, but never mind, because, you know, she can't bring herself to do it because Kazuya would hate her for being sneaky if he ever found out. So then she recalls Umi confessing that he likes chizuru, and well, she might not be too convinced by it, but he might be serious enough about it. So would it be so bad if something were to break these two up? I mean, you know, everyone would win there, right? Chizuru gets with a good-looking guy, and she gets Kazuya. And I mean, yes, she would be good to Kazuya. This is true. Kazuya has also stated that she is a perfect girlfriend, and also, there's also the fact that those two have also been moving behind everyone's back. But all I'm gonna say is that two wrongs don't make a right. I don't think that this is the right thinking once again. And then we also get another flashback to Kazuya being manhandled by Ruka here, and Ruka just getting excited over it, and her being a little embarrassed because how her reaction just gave her away with Umi. You know, what kind of face did she make? Was it embarrassing? Was it just, you know, what was it? And here we just get a couple more panels of their conversation, and then we see Ruka's frustration and hopelessness of wishing that maybe, just maybe, her and Kazuya can just both fall in love with each other without hurting anybody, but life isn't like that, especially in Rent a Girlfriend. And then we get this full page panel of her just blaming everything on Kazuya, which once again I will disagree with. He is a dummy, but so is Ruka, to be fair here. I didn't even think about it till right now, this full page, but is YouTube gonna give me some issues over these panels? Let's hope that this video does not get restricted. And here the chapter shifts over to Kazuya's POV of him working out and dwelling over the confession. He's looking over his phone for the perfect confession, and you know, we get some wise words from Fishkun here again. You are so smart, Fishkun. So yeah, like a broken record, we get more overthinking from Kazuya that he can do everything right during this self-improvement arc, but it doesn't mean he'll get chizuru at the end of it. And he's treating this confession like a final Hail Mary, like, no, we all agree that it isn't a Hail Mary, you basically got the girl. He's too stuck on it either being too long or just not enough, and then he recalls Umi's short confession of just saying I love you, and yeah, that could possibly work, but let's not forget that chizuru rejected him. So what chance does Kazuya have? And here we finally get a realization from Kazuya, or at least I hope that it's the right realization, because we get a memory of where Chizuru is pointing out that maybe Kazuya is in love with Mizuhara and not Ichinose. But to Kazuya, they are the same person. They both seem perfect, but also not perfect, and that's what makes her perfect. Cue the One Direction song. Wabi-sabi and all that.
Wabi-sabi is an Eastern tradition, Dad. It's celebrating the beauty in what's flawed.
So yes, we got a good realization there. Let's focus on that. But now it's having the courage to actually say the confession face to face. And well, how is he going to keep composure with such a cutie in front of him? So he runs over to get the one picture of Chizuru he has. I believe it's someone from their school outfit day where they got it off the photo booth. And we see him trying to practice the confession on the picture while seeing her face. And oh, man. No, Minnie totally just walked in while he's practicing, and sure, it might be cute, but it's also so embarrassing. How is Kazuya leaving the front door to his apartment unlocked? This man is insane. He has to lock that door. How is he leaving it unlocked when there's a sex-feeding Ruka out there? And that's the chapter, everyone. And I know, we are getting a slow burn of chapter run right now. Right in the middle, if that even makes sense, or maybe it's just the tease of major developments, because we were all expecting to see if Ruka is going to team up with Umi, but we won't find out just yet. But it looks very likely, right? She isn't showing any signs of giving up on Kazuya, and you know that's respectable, okay? If we're gonna respect, you know, Kazuya's chase for Chizuru, we gotta at least respect Ruka's chase for Kazuya. Because she is right, she would be a good girlfriend to him, and currently is, and wouldn't be playing with his emotions just like Chizuru is. But she's also wrong for entertaining the idea of sabotaging the relationship, even though hers hasn't been exactly respected. But then again, Kazuya has tried on multiple occasions trying to break up with her just not allowing it. So I will say it's also her fault for her own suffering here. It's not all on Kazuya, as she likes to do on this panel. And that's the only problem with this chapter, because we have to wait and see what she chooses to do with this potential team up with Umi, and if there's going to be a follow-up on that Chizuru and Ruka conversation to be had, because they teased it on the last chapter, I forgot what it was, like that she was going to call her back, but we haven't seen that happened. Was there a call and they just haven't shown it yet? I doubt it, because I desperately want to see that conversation. And then for Kazuya, I know everyone is sick of the confession topic, alright? I know that. It's being regurgitated every chapter now. And I'm pretty sure we all collectively agree that he doesn't need this fancy confession because he has it in the bag, but I think we finally have a good idea now what the confession might be. And in case we don't, you know, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna say what I think it is. I think he's going to finally say it. He's gonna name Chizuru by her first name during the confession for the very first time. And I know that I'm probably not the first person to say this, and I'm pretty sure it's not even the first time that I've said it, but after this realization, I truly believe that he's going to say it for the first time. And guys, I can see it so clearly on the pages, or I guess on my iPad where I read it, where he goes on to say that Mizuhara and Ichinose are the same person to him. And that at the end of the day, the only person he loves is Chizuru, which is just perfect. I can see Kazuya saying it for the first time right here. We did see Kazuya try to call Chizuru by her first name during the cohabitation arc, and we saw him chicken out, but you know what? He saved it for the perfect time. It's going to be even better to see him say it for the first time during the confession. Or at least during the date, right? Maybe at one point during the date or the confession, we're going to see him finally say Chizuru. And also, before we end the video, we do have a teaser phrase for the next chapter, and it's work experience, and this is a tough phrase to analyze, at least as how it can relate to the main story. Of course, it might be that Kazuya finally gets a successful work interview, but maybe it's a Chizuru focused chapter where we see her rehearsing and maybe someone mentions her prior work experience, which of course brings up the movie, which once again leads her to think about Kazuya, and then we get another double page spread of just Chizuru blushing thinking about him. I'm just calling it right now. But that's it from me, guys. Whoa, this video went on for a lot longer than I expected, especially since I called it a slow burn chapter. But you know, that's it from me, guys. I want to know what you guys thought about the chapter down in the comments below. And as always, if you guys made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit that like and hype button. That would help me out so much. And while you're down there, why not hit that subscribe button and help your boy reach 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Oh god, it's so hot in my room.